Hey, good afternoon, traders. Thought I'd do a quick run through of all the charts today, just because I know there's a few of you that are a little bit anxious about the direction, potential direction of the future markets, the crypto markets. I just want to assure you all that we're right on target, and I'm going to kind of go through some of these charts just to show you the levels that we are currently living at and where we are projected to go from here. So here I've got the Btc USD. This is the Coinbase chart. This is the recent cup and handle that I kind of spotted more recently, and it shows us that the projected target here, although I don't necessarily know the time frame, is 100,000. So that's right in line with what a lot of other traders are indicating. And though we may not go straight up there, for instance, this is big resistance, we may travel along the underside of it and kind of go in a wave format until we get to that level of 100,000, which looks to be around the end of January, maybe the beginning of February, if we proceed in this manner. I think we will eventually definitely get to 100,000 on Bitcoin. All right, so right now we're sitting on some good support. And like I said, with this handle here, I even drew it out in the last chart. I said we're not going to just probably go right through, but we're probably going to do as we do, up and down until finally we break through the neckline and proceed upwards. All right, so that is everything looks good on the Bitcoin chart. All right, no problems there. Let's jump to our next chart. Let me delete that first. All right, and let's take a look at the Btc Dominance Chart. Okay, so I use all of this data in correlation with each other to emphasize future price action direction. All right, so here you see on the Btc Dominance Chart, I have drawn what at the time that I drew this handle, I didn't know for sure if it would form a handle, but I suspected it would. All right, so I drew the handle part when we were approximately right here. All right, and it looks like it is forming, it is in fact forming that handle. Now, I don't know if it's going to continue to do this. You never know until it happens, right? But it looks like we are on our way to forming that handle. And of course, the possibility always exists that we could just break out of this and head down and BTC dominance. But I don't think, looking at the corroboration of evidence that we have, all of the data combined on all of these charts, I don't think that's going to happen. I think we will form that handle and eventually we will break up and head towards our next level of resistance here at around 55%. All right, again, another chart. Looks right in line with everything. Everything's all good. We're all set. We're all ready to go. All right, let's look at, let's go to Ethereum. And I have some levels drawn up on the Ethereum chart. So again, we're sitting right on our support. We have not broken below that. There's no reason to believe that I should believe we will. I think in just a day or two, in fact, we're probably going to bounce and head up to even higher new highs. I believe we're in new high territory. Let me just double check and make sure that what I'm saying is correct. Yes, looks like we are in new highs right now on Ethereum. I'm not in this trade, so I don't follow the prices exactly, but yeah, we're headed to the 6,000. Remember, I have a target set on this chart of 6,000. We're right on support, ready to go higher. All right, that chart looks good. Let's get rid of this stuff so I don't have to delete it later. All right, and let's head over to our altcoin chart, totals 2. Now, this is all of the altcoins, total 2, plus Ethereum, but excluding Bitcoin. And we've got another cup and handle pattern. This one gives us a projected price target of 2.2 trillion. Right now we're sitting at about 1.6 trillion, somewhere around there, and we are headed up. I've got a nice little blue trend line drawn here Should we break below that? Yeah, altcoins might be in trouble for a short period, but not long. And we're not. It doesn't look like I have any reason to believe that we will break through that or break down below that. So we are going to continue the way it looks, our upward trajectory. All right. So that chart is good as well. Now let's take a look at some of our altcoins. Do I have anything on the altcoin charts that would indicate anything different? Another chart that I map a lot on is BAT. And right now we're below resistance, but we keep breaking through there. Move this. All right, so let me zoom into the 4 hour so I can give you an idea of, so this is big resistance right here. And I indicated several times in several videos that we're not just going to pop right through this and go up. All right, we're going to come down and we're going to hit our heads on this several times before we finally break through. It works kind of, these resistance lines, it kind of works like a jackhammer. All right. So we keep piercing through this, and what we're actually doing is we're weakening that resistance. So eventually, and you can see that we're pressing up against that resistance. When we do pop, we're going to go fast. All right. And my projected target on BAT is $1.65. So keep your eyes on that one if you want to get in that trade at 65% profit, right? 60%, something like that from here. All right, so let's zoom back out to our daily. Let's go over to, let's try Doji. Let's see if we see anything contradictory there. No, so I've got 3 triangles. We've broken out of all 3. This looks to be the big one right here, triangle number 2, because we made huge movement up to around the 33 cents level, and then we came back down. Like we like to do on these triangles is we like to kiss the top of them, sometimes twice goodbye before we head up. Now we do have some overhead resistance at the 200-day, which is right here at 28.5 cents currently, somewhere around there. So you're going to have some resistance there, but once we break through, our final target is and remains 38 to 39 cents. And this chart is looking good as well. There's nothing that I see here that indicates anything contrary to bullish behavior and bullish movement. Let's jump over to Jasmine. I know this is just a little one, but I've got levels drawn out here. And remember, I said we seem to have found base right around the 17 cents mark. We're poking through that a little bit. I've got my sell stop set just a couple cents below in case we do, drop down to the next level of support, which is around 11 cents. But for now, it's looking good. I don't see anything wrong with this chart. SHIB, USD, all the altcoins, doesn't matter if they're big cap, small cap, they all look good. That's not the one I've got charted. USD, Coinbase. All right, so yeah, I've got a level here. See this red trend line? It's pushing us up. Now we've got some big resistance above us at 0.000005. It's hilarious trying to repeat all these zeros on SHIB. But we've hit our heads on that. We came back down, touched the top of our triangle, and now this trend line, I expect it to push us upward until we just project upwards. And remember, I said our end target, our final target, although this is aggressive, keep in mind this is aggressive, is going to be 0.0. We're going to take out a 0 essentially. All right, so we've got 3 zeros before the 1 instead of 4 zeros before any numerator. So that's you're looking at twice the profit from here, essentially. All right, let's see, what else do I've got charted? I've got Theta, USD. Theta is a good one. I've got some charts on. All right, so I've got 3 triangles drawn here as well. We're currently sitting on our 200-day for support and kissing the top of our first triangle, ready for takeoff. Again, nothing negative I see here. This is all good. XPRT, USD, think of that one. All right, inside a triangle, currently resting on our base of support, ready to break out. We're getting near the end of this triangle, right? So projected target on this is around 1550. Again, doubling, more than doubling from where we currently sit. Everything looks good, guys. Trying to think of some more charts. Let's do Filecoin. I mean, this is all I'm doing is repeating, the evidence that I see. So currently in an inverse head and shoulders, I expect us to come up to our top of our smaller triangle here. Once we break this neckline, I expect it to propel us through the bigger triangle, as I've said before, and take us all the way to our final target of $95. All right, let's do Bch Usd Final Chart. It's all the same, all right? This one, we broke out of our triangle. Let me zoom out a little bit so you can see our final target here. Shorter term, within weeks, maybe a month or so, will be around $1,300. And we're currently sitting right on our 200-day moving average, using that as support. And eventually we will come up to our first target here of $782. All right. Anyways, no need for me to continue to cycle through these charts. I just want to show you that I don't see any chart, any evidence that we're going to go down. All right. And I'm not saying we won't go down. You always have to set your stops in place in case I'm wrong or you're wrong and we do go down, because it's always a possibility, obviously. Otherwise, it wouldn't be risk. All right. But everything I'm seeing, from Bitcoin to Ethereum to the altcoins to the small caps to the larger caps to the Bitcoin dominance, everything points in the same direction. We are looking ready to take off here, and I'm going to make a call. I'm going to say that we're going to start to see some major price action here within 3 days. And you can mark my words on that if you want. Come back and comment later. That's what it's looking like to me. I don't see how we can hold out much longer, at least on the smaller cap altcoins. All right. Let me make that exception. Some of these larger cap altcoins like BCH and some of the ones that have a lot larger market cap, and all right, they'll lag behind a little bit. But the smaller caps, they'll start to move first. You're going to start to see pops, and they'll head up and go straight to their target. All right, so that's when you know the altcoin movement is about to begin. All right, guys, so hopefully that helps. Give me a comment or suggestions or anything you want to see in the comment sections below. And have a good day and good luck on all your trades, guys.